Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites, and we have no remorse for doing so because that's what we do every time. And I'll tell you what, if you like the rogues, I'm going to tell you that you are in the greatest place in all of the internet, all of it. All of it. And I mean we're talking a decent amount of real estate. Should we grab this chili pepper? I think so. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, I'm glad you're here. And boy, I hope you enjoyed the hell out of the holidays with family and friends. And I am just elated thinking about the time that we all had together. We had a bunch of family and friends over on Christmas. We got to see family and friends before Christmas. So we'll get into all that in a little bit here. It wouldn't be a Goat Force Gaming channel video without some food and coffee talk. And so we're going to be talking about the meal because we hosted this year. And boy, oh boy, the meal was crazy. It started out as being ridiculous, and it got more and more ridiculous as I decided to add things to it, to make it all that much more ridiculous. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. We may talk a little bit about some of the items that were given to the goat for Christmas. They are epic. And we're just going to have some good runs in the Crackpet show. I'm still having a wonderful time with this game. Although I will say it has become much more challenging now that we're at the tail end of Season 2. But I'm hopeful that we'll finish this one up and who knows, maybe hop into Season 3 soon. So before we get into that, let's talk about the business of the business of the business. If you're new here, thanks so much for being here. Glad you found us. If you're not new here, thanks so much for continuing to come here and hang out. This has been a ball making content for you and for the channel, and just trying to find more ways for us to hang out and enjoy cups of coffee together across the interwebs. Which, by the way, we had some really great cups of coffee recently for 'Twas the Noida Before Christmas. If you didn't get to see that, and you are Noida curious or a fan of Noida, I will pop a link to that series for you. Check it out. You'll enjoy it. But if you are new here, we would love to earn the right to your subscription. All of us. Let's make this community bigger and better and juicier. I don't know that we have to make the community juicier, but a bigger community would be awesome, right? So hang out with us. Consider it. Consider it. Just know that you're going to see a bunch of cool games, and we're going to weigh that wish list down. But we're going to lighten you up when you lose some of that cash out of the wallet to buy those games. So it's all going to work out. You just have to trust me. Okay? Take the leap. Take the leap. It'll be okay. It's going to work out. Just like I hope these perks work out. Let's get something good. Come on. Rapid fire aura. Okay. Or damage boost. Boy, I like the sound of both, but I think we'll go rapid damage. Yeah. Rapid fire, rather. We're going to need a new weapon at some point, too. but I want to angle us towards the perk. So we'll do that. We're going to keep on rocking. Today I am drinking a cup of coffee called White Christmas, and it has notes of vanilla and white chocolate, and I'll tell you what, it's treating me well. It's treating me really well. This is from a roaster called Door County Coffee, and this is coming from my dwindling coffee advent calendar. Now we're getting towards the point of running low, but that's okay because my goodness, I got some really nice coffees for Christmas from people that know me quite well. In fact, my brother and sister-in-law said, "Hey, we know you like talking about this stuff on those interwebs. So here you go." They were right. They know me well. They know us well. So anyway, we'll talk about that another time. Today, though, I promised we would talk about epic Christmas meals. Now, here's the deal. Since I'm going to talk about mine, I want you to talk about yours in the comments. If you celebrate, of course. If you don't, you will be able to read about some epic meals in the comments, hopefully. Because we're going to ask people to pony up here. If you had a good meal on Christmas, or maybe you just had a good meal lately, let us know in the comments. Tell us all about it. We like hearing about epic food wins, right? Let's blow away these guys. Sometimes they drop a heart. They have a heart for the goat. Goodness. Look, this thing started out as, hey, I think we'll do a ham, right? We'll do a big old ham. And then, I got to thinking and I said, why don't we do a beef brisket too? All right, we'll get that smoker out, give it a little bit of a workout, right? Because the smoker needs a workout. It just does. When the opportunity presents itself, you take advantage of that. So then it turned into us going out and grabbing a 6-pound brisket flat. Occasionally we will try to do the larger brisket. We have done it in the past where, you're talking about a 18-pound packer where you've got the flat and the point on there. This time, slightly smaller gathering. So we said, hey, why don't we just grab a nice looking flat? And we were able to find a really good looking 6-pounder with some nice marbling. So we grabbed that. So we're at ham and brisket, right? Well, then I said, boy, you know what? We've also got this Ron Popeil. That's a name, right? We got this Ron Popeil rotisserie cooker. The set it and forget it. So I said, hey, it's been a while since we've set and forget. Why don't we go out and grab a chicken, a little roaster. We'll pop that in there. We'll do some rotisserie chicken because it's a meal and a show. Okay, if you've got chicken going in a rotisserie, people will just stand there and watch it, take advantage of the free smells. I mean, it's really nice. It's dinner and a show. So we said, hey, we're gonna do the rotisserie. Now, here's what's interesting about this. My wife went to pick up the chicken, and apparently they were out of chicken. So instead, they said, hey, you know what's kind of like chicken? Cornish hens. Cornish hens are kind of like chicken. Not according to me, by the way. Applies poison that causes it. Could we get poison with our poison? I mean, that's kind of, Let's get some poison with our poison. What could go wrong? Okay. I'm excited. Batter up, indeed. So we end up with Cornish hens. 4 of them as a replacement for the chicken. And now I'm thinking, well, doggone it, hey, why not? I mean, it's not what I was originally thinking, but why the hell not? Let's do it. I just activated that chili pepper as well. That's why we've got flames coming out of our ass when we roll, just like in real life. So now we're at ham, beef brisket, and Cornish hens, right? But then I said to myself, boy, you know what? A while back, there was an epic sale on prime rib. I mean, they were basically giving it away at this price. So I had bought it, and then we got busy, and it got put in the freezer. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I bet people would like some Christmas prime rib. So I said, hey, you know what? We'll do a prime rib too. Why not? Right? So now we're at a lot. And I was quite happy with the plan going into this. Now let's see here. We should grab the healing. I always like to angle toward perks. And it looks like the max we can do here is 3 perks if we start to angle up that way. And we can also get a heal here. So let's do that. That'll be nice. Okay. And we've got a new gun going into it. It's got a longer reload, but that's okay. It's kind of like, hey, if you get hit, you're dead. Also with this gun, which is pretty nice. I like it for that reason. We do need those some health, which is great that we're gonna get it at the end of this stage. So anyway, the big day comes, and we find out that 6 people that were supposed to come have the flu. And so now I have all of this meat and far less people to help eat it. Now I know you're thinking, well, wait, that's only 6 people. It's not, 15. What's the issue? You've got enough meat for an army. What are you even talking about? This is an issue. Well, got some big eaters in that group. Okay, so slightly bigger issue than what you might be thinking. So we decide, hey, we'll scrap the Cornish hens, but everything else is it's going on. Okay. All right, here we go. There's a perk, and we'll angle towards maybe a new gun as well if we can. I blew that shot. So the thing about brisket is, and you know this if you've cooked it. I know. I think it was Getter7 that I was talking about the brisket with in the comments the other day. Some of you were quite helpful with your cooking time suggestions. The thing is, you've got to cook it low and slow. Piercing, that could be good for us. A bullet will not stop until it reaches its max distance or hits the wall. Damage boost aura. Boy, I like both of these. Dang it. We're doing that. We're going with the aura. Okay. Okay, this will be good because we're going to angle towards fame, the new gun, and 2 more perks. So it's a win overall. So, it's Christmas morning now. And, if I get up early, everybody's going to be up. And it's cold, man. It's really cold. But the thing is, if you say, hey, I'm going to make all the meats, like, people are counting on you to make all of the meats. And I did commit. So I got up, got the smoker wheeled out of the garage, and set that puppy up at 225. Meanwhile, I got the brisket out. I trimmed a little bit of the fat cap. It can be quite thick. So you want to get rid of a little bit of it. And then I took off some of the silver skin on the other side. As you know, not everybody wants to eat that. And you want maximal penetration of the spices. Now, somebody did give us a while back some Omaha steaks, and so I had a really nice dry beef seasoning, and I put that all over the brisket. And then in it went to the smoker. We did gifts from there and hung out as a family, and my parents showed up eventually so that we could, do gifts with them. And it was a great time. So fast forward a little bit, and this is where we're going to talk about the beef apocalypse of 2022. Okay, beef apocalypse. It's a frightening thing to think about, right? Beef apocalypse. It carries a frightening connotation to it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, I'm going about the morning and enjoying myself, and I say, hey, you know what? Boy, the brisket's been out there for, what was it, 6 hours or so? So I'm thinking, it's been a minute. Why don't I go and, add some smoker chips. Now, I did hickory. I really like hickory on beef. Let's see what we got going on here. Stone skin, okay. 35% damage resist. Or take a crap all over the place when you get damaged. I think we're going to go stone skin this time. That usually pays quite a few dividends. So we'll do that. We are going to angle towards the perk, and that'll take us to the shop as well. And that'll be good. That'll be good. So I go out there, and again, the brisket at this point has been in for about 6 hours. I watched 2 or 3 videos the day before because it had been a while since I'd smoked a brisket. So, I wanted to kind of refresh my knowledge of brisket smoking. Every video I saw, they had like a 5-pound brisket, and they're telling you, this is a 10-hour cook. This is a 9.5-hour cook. This is a 10-hour cook. It's going to be in there for 10 hours, start early, right? Okay. So, I go out there and I'm adding some hickory chips. And I say, you know what? I'm out here. It's been going for a while. I'm getting a really nice beefy smell through the smoke outlet at the top of the smoker. Why don't we temp it? Why don't we get a little temp just to see where we're at? Okay. So I go out there. I've got my trusty thermometer. What is this guy? Stim pack. Greatly strengthens your attacks, but at the cost of 1 health. No, we're not taking from our own health. We're not doing it. So I open up the smoker door, just a gigantic cloud of smoke comes popping out. The smells are just wonderful. And, now I expect, some tension off of the beef, you know, for when I put the thermometer in. So I go in with the probe with a little bit of strength that I've mustered, right? And this thing goes right into the meat, no problem at all. Okay, it was like a knife, a very, very hot knife through butter. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? What is going on here? Grants a chance that the enemy will be stunned after taking damage. 30% chance. Okay. Ooh, short circuit, level 3. That's what we're doing. This is one of my favorite perks in this game. So it goes right through. And I'm thinking, well, that shouldn't be like that, because this was going to be a 10-hour cook, and the meat should not have that type of quality to it right now. That's not how that's supposed to work. You know what? We're gonna buy this love spreader. Okay. We're gonna refund this gun, or sell, in other words. Bouncy bullets. Your projectiles bounce off walls. Yes. Yes, we will buy the perk. Be bouncing all over the place. How about that? I think we're good to go to take on this boss. Let's try for it. So the probe is in, the temperature's being calculated, and now something looks even more wrong. And now I'm starting to get a little bit concerned, you know, because when you're the meat guy for the day, there's a lot of pressure to perform. You know, you get that performance anxiety. And I know Maddie KO knows all about what I'm talking about. All right, one of our great friends of the channel, Maddie KO, he knows about performance anxiety. All right. So the temperature, and we've hit 200. Now we've hit 205. Now we've hit 210. Now we've hit 212. And now my heart is basically on the ground being stomped on, because I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm very unhappy with what I'm seeing here. That for me means dry and dead, you know? And then I'm feeling dead inside, like I've screwed everything up. So let's see, what do we want to do here? Do we want to level up the railgun? Let's do that. Makes it a little bit more worth that long windup. How about the crazy shotgun? Let's crazy out there. Let's see if we can do any other meta progression. They're getting a little expensive. We have 11 at this point. Weapon stage upgrade. In weapon stages, you get 2 rewards instead of 1. That's kind of nice. Let's do that. Let's do that. Now, what did that open? You can do a second dash instantly. Oh, I like that. Okay. Probably costs, what, 13? Oh, 10. Okay. All right. We're going to go tank again, because I always do. And we're going to try to say hail to the king. Or not. So now I'm really worried. And I am, at this point, casting doubt on the quality of the beef. Extra shot. Adds an extra bullet when attacking. I like the sound of that, man. Damn it. I like all of these. I think the bounce could be really good if it works with the gun that we've stored. And I'm going to assume that it will. I don't know for sure, but that could be really good. Especially since it has such a long windup. Let's see. I hope it does. Let's figure out our path here. So there's 2 perks going this way. That's what we're doing. So we decide that we're going to take the beef inside and, you know, see what we can see, basically. Oh, it does have the bounce. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Wow. Never would have guessed that it worked that way. And let me be clear, too, you know, for anybody that hasn't cooked brisket before, you want to take it, and I know this sounds wrong for beef, but hear me out. Lava bullets. You know what? Let's go with Meat Boys. We just leveled it up. It's a 13% chance that dead enemies turn into a zombie and come back and help us. And I like zombies. Don't you like zombies? Okay. So we decided, hey, we're going to take it in and, you know, see if it's destroyed. So my dad, who used to be a butcher, he always cuts when the meat comes out. He cuts, you know, a piece on the end, basically. And that piece is dry. It's not... It's not instilling confidence, this piece, okay? But then he cut another piece from, you know, closer toward the middle, and this piece of meat was beautiful. Now, I'm going to tell you that we defied physics and science. I'm going to cut to the chase here. What we did was we put the brisket in the crock pot, but it was raised up, and we basically created a steam bath because this thing wasn't supposed to be ready until 5 or 6, and clearly we were way early. So we created a steam bath of sorts for it to chill in, and everything worked out nice. This beef ended up being the hero and the star of the show. We basically had 0 left. All right, replaces your contact lenses with new ones so you can see better and have a better shooting range. I don't know. I think our range is good. But the thing is, this is a 2% chance on healing. So, you know, we're going to get more guns along the way. Let's go with that. They might not all have a good range to them. In fact, we've got a number of gun stages coming, unless we want to go to the shop. No, we'll go to the gun stages, because again, we're going to get 2 rewards now. So we should have some great choices to make. I would think, right? So there was no Beefpocalypse. Beefpocalypse was canceled. Or we canceled that. And I'm so glad we did, because you know, you don't want to be the guy or gal that screws up the meat. You just don't. It's not great. It's not great. So the beef was just tremendous. We'll talk a little bit about the ham and the prime rib. So on the ham, my wife was doing the ham. She does the ham every time we host. And she does such a good job with it. We actually use the roaster so that we've got, you know, the additional space in the oven that you typically need for all the sides. Had to take a quick sip here. Cheers to you. So, you know, she added a bunch of clove and pineapple, and she cooks this thing in the roaster. And what she does is, when the ham is done, she cuts the ham up and she throws the individual pieces back into the juices. It's genius. It's totally genius. Oh, this could be a good gun for us. Let's try this. Let's try this out. See how it goes. Especially with the bounce, maybe, right? Yeah, it looks like it's working pretty good. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I like the speed at which it fires as well. It's a welcome change. You into what we've been doing. Now let's grab that. Okay, we got one more, as far as we know. I keep missing these guys. Worms. All right. There we go. 86. Well, not a ton, but that's all right. I think I'm going to go back to this weapon, actually. We'll have to throw some of those Tesla coils out there, too. Yeah, I think we go weapon still. I want something better. Something a little bit more substantial, right? So the ham was tremendous. I mean, these pieces are just so packed with flavor by the time you're going and eating dinner, because they've just sat in the juices of the pineapple and the clove and the cinnamon. She does a great job with it. The ham was very popular. And we did a prime rib. And this was interesting. I got to use one of my favorite kitchen tools. Okay, we are going to get the venom. It is level 3. It spits poison. The lazy aim gun. Fast but not accurate. I am trying to remember this. Oh, this is a fun one. You know, which perks do we have again? Okay. All right. I think we're going to keep the Mega Rail. I like the bounciness of it. I like how it spreads all that massive damage around. So the prime rib, I loaded it up with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And I actually put it in the sous vide for 8 hours at 139. Okay, so this came out at a medium rare. I know I said I got to use one of my favorite kitchen tools, and you're thinking, oh, he likes the sous vide. No, I like the sous vide. That's true. But what I really like is my Searsol, the Burns-O-Matic, the kitchen flamethrower. I don't think I'm taking either of these. I mean, the damage is quite good on this. I don't know. You know what? Let's see. It is good because it fires over the tall obstacles. All right, we'll go with that. I think we're going to be good to go for the old hedgehog, especially with our Tesla coil items. Oh, I forgot we got the additional range too. That is paying off right now. That is tremendous. Look at our little zombie guys. Everybody just putting in the work. How about it? That made that stage real easy. Nope, don't want your anvil. Thank you, though. All right, Street Hedgehog, let's do this. Let's do this. So we took the prime rib out, and, you know, if you've never sous vide before, you get a not so good looking piece of meat that comes out, and it just desperately needs some love in the form of a good old searing. You know, just really, really needs it. There's just no good place to place the Tesla coil, really, so it can do its thing on this boss, because he moves quite a bit. That's okay, though. That's okay, though. That worked out. What is Mutation Potion? Grants 5 random perks for a certain amount of time. That sounds really good. We're going to take that. Okay. That will come in handy. Speaking of perks, well, if we go up this way, we're going to get 3. Okay, so we've got to angle We've got to angle this way, don't we? I think so. Yes. Okay. All right. That's okay. Not always a huge fan of the items in the game. But that's okay. You know why? Because I forget to use them. So we took the prime rib out and we set it on a pan on the stove. And I snapped the butane cartridge into the flamethrower. I'm going to be calling it a flamethrower now for the rest of this discussion because it makes me feel powerful. So, we cracked the flamethrower out. You kick this thing on, and all the conversations in the living room just kind of stop all at once because there's a goddamn flamethrower going in the kitchen. Okay, and who doesn't like the sound of that and the smells that it produces when beef is being seared? So I had a ball using this thing, and we decided that since we cooked it at a medium, we would kind of do the slices to order. And if you were cool with the pink, awesome. You take the pink. But if not, I have a flamethrower that will fix that for you. And we can sear your meat on the spot. So that's what we did. And there were 3 or 4 slices that, ran through the process. And to say it worked out wonderfully would be an understatement. All of the food was, it was incredible. It just really was. It was tremendous, and we had some really good sides. Okay, we could do big bullets or stone skin aura. Man, I think we go big bullets this time. Yeah, that makes an amazing difference. And so yeah, we haven't used the other weapon a single time. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's just like the fact that we don't always get to all the topics that I report that we will each time. It happens. You do the best you can. Damn it, I like the force field. I really like the force field. All right, we're going to go with the force field. 6 uses, too. That's not bad. Let's pop the venom shooter into storage, so we'll have that for our next run. That'll be helpful. That looks like the baseball shooter. The ball launcher. It's going to push enemies away as well. Oh yeah, we got to do that. Okay, let's try that. Let's get some baseball action going here. Tremendous. I've talked about this before when we had the Thanksgiving discussions. I've always been more of a sides guy, because turkey's good, but it's not my favorite thing. We're going to switch back to the other gun, I think. But this time, the main meats were what did it for me. That's not to say that the sides weren't glorious as well. I mean, we had quite a few really nice options. Speaking of, I think we're just going to stick with what we got here. Although, what level is the rocket? Level 1. If that was more like level 3, I would have went with that. We got 2 more perks coming our way right before Lionstein. So I feel good about that. Yeah, so we had, all the staples for our family. We had the corn souffle, just a buttery, sweet dish. It's an absolute favorite. We had my wife's aunt's stuffing. There's a significance to the stuffing. My brother-in-law demands that it shows up, at all the holiday gatherings because it is so good. I agree with him. It has breakfast sausage in it, and it has a lot of breakfast sausage in it. It's the only way now for me to have stuffing. It better have sausage in it, you know. So we just, we had such a good time. I always feel for the folks out there that don't get along well with their family or their extended family, and it can put a damper on the gatherings. We've just never had that issue really. Our gatherings are loud. Everybody's laughing. People are happy to be with each other. It's just a good time. I wish everybody's could be that way, but I get it, and it's hard. It's hard. Everybody's family is different. But I hope that you had a good one. If you celebrated, I hope the food was great. All right, so, we might go with stun. I think we might go with stun. What do we got? 30% chance. Yeah, let's do that. Let's be the stone cold stunner, right? Okay, so, we got to go perk. And then we're going to hit the store. We're going to heal up. Maybe we'll be able to buy another perk. That would be great. Wouldn't it? Okay. Let's maybe not get hit if we can avoid it. Hey, there's a heart. Yeah, I mean, we're really kicking ass at this point, in my opinion. Let's see what we get here. Something good. Oh, is this an extra shot? Beautiful. Yeah, I think we're going extra shot here. Okay, let's see if there's any hearts in these boxes. Sometimes they're clever. Okay, maybe not. We cleared all that out. All right. Yeah, and the desserts were really great. We had, like these individual apple pies. We need 2 of those. We're good to go there. The rainbow shotgun, that was the one that we powered up. I like the electric beam, but I don't know that we need it. I like what we got going. In fact, we're going to sell this. Oh my goodness, look at that. Because of the extra shot. Wow. Yeah, I'm good. I like what we got here. And we've also got the force field to stop this guy from messing around with us too much. Lionstein. Okay, let's all right. So do these get blocked? Oh, they don't get blocked. His massive beams of death don't get blocked, but everything else should. For a moment, that is. Well, let's go up here. We'll probably throw out another force field for the time being. Here comes his lasers again. Well, we're doing okay here. That double dash will come in handy for bosses like this, no doubt. All right, there's our force field back, but I think we've got this. It helps when you can get super powerful by the time you're at the boss. And this range really came in handy too, with some great perks. Okay. See ya, Lionstein. We'll see you next time. All right, 10 trophies. That's sounding good. Well, let's see if we can finish this last dude up of Season 2 here. We'll talk to old Space Fish. Well, we were just using the force field. That came in handy quite a bit. So let's level that up. We'll level up the poison. Increases your damage when your health is low at 2 health. Or we could kick up haste. Let's go with Maniac. The old Gurf Nun, or the rocket launcher. Let's do the rocket launcher. And the glue gun. 2 times 19. Let's get that to level 3. How about it? Alright. I think we can do something here. The extra roll, perhaps? Double dash. Yes. Any close range shot is a critical hit. Wowee. Okay. That's going to be wonderful. You know we're going with the tank. Alright. Fame and glory. We hope. We hope. I have high hopes. Haste, strength. That's going to give us a half a heart extra. I say we go Meat Boys. I think they help. The nice thing is, ooh, we got a fart in a can. Poisons surrounding enemies and pushes them away. I think that's better than the taunt. So we'll do that. We are not going to go Ice Mine, and we'll grab our Venom gun. That's going to be a really nice shot in the arm starting out here. So this episode is apparently just filled with mini bosses, and that is going to be tough. It really is. We'll go with Fame. All right. Oh, nice. If this is your first time seeing the game, you're probably like, what the hell is that? Well, that's one of the perks that I opened up, where occasionally you'll run into a random level that's just filled with little practice dummies like that. So they make it, really easy on us, basically, is what that is. We're going to go fart by him if we can, if the opportunity presents itself. There it is. Have some poison with his poison. Okay. Hey, that went pretty well. I'm good with that. Fires a projectile that's slow. Right. 156 a hit. Hard to say no to that. Really high reload. It's true. Slow if you prefer. All right, this one's the easier one. So, of course, we'll go that way. We need the bouncy bullets again. But I'm happy to have the little meat helpers. Okay, take out the heal dogs. Wonderful. All right, what do you got for us? Oh, the glue gun. Shoots 2 bullets that immobilize opponents for a while. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Let's see how it does against old Mole in the Hole. And we'll decide if we want to keep it going forward or not. I mean, if it's going to slow him down, that'd be great. I just don't know that it's going to work on the mini bosses, so maybe we won't use it on Mole in the Hole. It didn't appear to do much in terms of his speed. Okay. I am looking forward to the heart that he's going to drop. Oh, God. Slid right into that one. Okay. Is that the rocket launcher that we just upgraded? It is, but it's only 34 a hit. Yeah, we're going to stick with what we got here. I think this is going to be a tough episode to win. I really do. Okay. Ooh, nice heart. Needed that. Another heart. Give us all your juicy hearts. Oh, wow. This area is loaded with it. It's like they knew. The goat had a piss-poor performance. We must give him all the hearts. And they're right. They're right. Okay, what do we got here? Come on. Frenzy. Increases your shot frequency when your health is low at 3 health. Well, you know, it's better than that. So I guess we'll do that. Okay, plus size hamster. All right. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Not too bad yet. Can kind of just go in a circle around him, maybe? I'm glad they don't go into their hyper crazy mode like the boss does. All right, perfect. Give us the heart. Terminator. Makes you immortal and speeds up all your attacks, but you can't move. Yes. Yes, let's do that. That sounds quite great. Okay. Well, I mean, I might as well take a look at the weapons, because the other ones are just enemy fights. Oh, there we go. That's pretty great. You guys have heard me talking about those chocolate oranges that come out around Christmas time. I am happy to report that I was the recipient of a chocolate orange. 128 a hit. Man. 5 times 13. Fires 5 bullets at once in the target's general direction. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay. Yeah. I think we'll stick with the glue gun for now. But I could see a replacement of the... I don't know. Do we do this? Yeah. Yeah, we do. We do. Okay. It's going to be the Toad Twins this time. And our Venom gun is going to be really good for them, I think. Yeah, so I did get a chocolate orange, and it's got a twist on it. It's got Pop Rocks in it. So even more fun to eat. All right. If I could just take one of these guys out. In fact, I think we'll use this, because why not? Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If we make it to the boss, we're going to hopefully use that. Damn it, I like this one. Oh, what do you do? What do you do? I think we know what we must do. We're going to have to hold on to this now. Yep. It's a renewed lease on life, you know. Okay, this wonderful stage allows you to upgrade their weapon damage. I think we should do that. That sounds pretty good. And I have not eaten it yet. I haven't eaten the chocolate orange yet. You know, the kids got some chocolate oranges as well, and were nice enough to come over and say, hey, would you like a piece of the chocolate orange? I said, hey, yes, I would. Thank you very much. I am not a gigantic fan of the little men. We're going to get rid of that guy so he can't heal any of them. The collar would have been good right about now. Okay. I'm glad it's not a time stage for fame or likes. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. So, level 3 to 4, damage plus 3. Sounds good to me. Maxed out. Speaking of maxed out, a lot of stories were told on Christmas. One of those stories being about the time we helped move my mother-in-law. And, you know, my wife's cousin, he is a professional mover, or at least he was at the time. And they quickly realized that my moving capabilities are not, they're not hireable. You know, if I was to apply to be a mover, I don't think that job would pan out very well for me. So, you know, they talked about how I brought the grill over with the propane tank attached, and it had to be explained to me that you can't put propane tank in a moving truck. I learned, you know, I learned. So, toward the end of the day, I was giving my wife's cousins some extra shit. You know, I asked them if they wanted help, and by help, I meant, hey, I'll watch you move it, and you know, provide some commentary, right? Just being a total jerk off, and so one of the other people there said, hey, you know, if you're looking to help, you know, I've got some other stuff in the car. You know, a couple shelves. Couple 2-3 shelves. And I looked at her and I said, oh no, I'm maxed out. Maxed out. That's my maxed out story for you. It was hilarious. She didn't think it was hilarious, but I was. I truly was maxed out. I was just going to give them shit. I wasn't actually going to help. You know, when you've been moving and you're like, you know, I don't know, my arms might actually fall right out of their sockets. I think it was that type of day, you know. So, yeah, I'd just been moving propane tanks all day, back and forth. People telling me that they're not ready for the propane tank. I was ready, though, with the propane tank. What can you do? You know, you try to be a good person. All right. The old monkey cleaner. Let's see about it. Looks like we can dodge him okay. You know what I am looking forward to getting back to as well? We'll probably be playing it once or twice in the coming weeks is Tiny Rogues. The developer, Ruby Dev, has added some really cool stuff, and you know, there's going to be quite a moment because he has added, I believe it's an upgrade into the game, and the upgrade is called Goat Force. And boy, what a nice thing that he did. Just because I showed off the game on the channel, you know, before it came out. So we're gonna have to see that for ourselves, for sure. I would like one or two more perks before we get to the big boss. I guess we've got one coming. Okay. Let's go to the shop. Maybe we can buy a perk that way. That might pan out, right? Let's see what we got. What is this? Strength. Okay. Yeah, I could see a business case for that. Free heart, we don't need it. All right, good. Good. Okay, so the batter, we know who the batter is. Now, it doesn't bother me that there is some boss recycling that takes place in this game. It doesn't bother me at all. I just think the game is really tremendous. Ooh, okay. Let's get away from this jerk. I think we're going to find a win here. That's good. Okay. Lot of fame points happening from this stage. That's really great. That's going to help us level everything up. Okay. Have you noticed that the chicken host has a holiday sweater on? These guys recently did that in an update. I love it. Hey, how about a heart or two for the goat? Wouldn't that be nice? At least it's a perk stage. This one's a little bit harder. Holy moly. They're just pouring it on. Okay. There's a heart. What do we got here? Spike skin. You gotta touch the enemy in order to get that to happen. Speed or maniac. Increases your damage when your health is low at 2 health. I don't love any of these. This I wish it activated sooner. But you never know. I mean, this could be a really tough boss. Let's go with it. Okay, and hopefully it's enough because I guess we've got one more opportunity to perk from the shop, but then that's going to be it. That's okay. Oh, it's the hedgehog. He can be tough, man. Ooh, all right. Just got to keep an eye on his shots the whole time. That's the key. You know, I used to play a game called Ikaruga on the Dreamcast. It's one of my favorite non-rogue bullet hell games. If you haven't gotten to Ikaruga and you can find your way into a copy of that game, it is tremendous. Okay. I like the robot, but you know, that other one we've got right now is just really important. Generates a shocking, yeah. Oh, you know what? This could be really good. Yeah, it shoots like all the guns. Okay, we're gonna use that. And then we're gonna upgrade it. Because why not, right? Makes sense to do that. I feel like the perks were, you know, much lighter this time, and maybe that's by design. You know, this area is certainly more challenging, being that it's basically just a boss run. Okay. Wonderful. Not seeing any hearts. Okay. Well, weapon maxed out. Damage +0. Oh. Maybe that's a mistake. We're going to call that a mistake. All right. Let's take our sip of coffee here. Cheers to you again. Okay, so we've got knockback. Adds a knockback effect to every attack. I think that sounds okay. Let's take that. We'll buy this. And we will buy this to fill up our other half heart that we got from the perk. And I think that's going to do it. That's going to do it. We've got our auto revive. The old ass in glass. Okay. All right. This might be too hot for TV. I don't know. I don't know. Don't tell YouTube. Okay. It's living up to its name. And it's going to be a real bullet helly one, too. How about we try the dice gun? All right, we're going back to Venom. All right, I'm feeling okay about this because, you know, we're also going to get the boost to strength that happens when we drop down to 2 hearts. Because let's face it, it's looking like that might happen. You know what else is going to happen? We're going to win. We'll see you later, ass in glass. All right. Well, that was a tremendous set of runs. 11 trophies. Wow. Yeah, we did really good there. End of the 2nd season. Stay tuned to see what's next in the 3rd season. Fantastic. Okay. Well, let's talk to Spacefish. Ooh, 10. 10 upgrades. That's a lot. Okay, we'll go lava bullets. We'll go... I don't love either of these. I guess we'll go ice mine. If I have to use the anvil, I will. Oh, I like this one. That's a really good one. This is one of the starting guns, so I would rather put the points in the guns that you can find at this point. I think haste is good enough as is. Let's go fire sweat. And stress factor is going to be the better of the two. Increases the damage you deal. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's do that. While dashing, you shoot. Sometimes I get this as a starting perk. Boost your damage shot frequency and walking speed for a brief time upon entering the stage. Let's do that. And, oh, Maniac. Okay. Increases your damage when your health is low. Yeah, I mean, we were just saying, hey, I wish that would start earlier. Now let's see what we can get here. We've got 13. There we go. Any close range shot is a critical hit. Wow. And then we've got an increased chance of critical hit on top of that. We've got 3 more perks in the meta progression tree. And then we still have perks that can be opened up with Spacefish. Let's maybe take a spin here. You know I only use the goat as main, but look, we've got we've got Jail Shark now, right? Hey, what a set of runs. We had some good food discussion going today, and some nice Christmas gathering talk. So I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Let's do this again sometime. We've still got some Crackpet show to go here. Let's see, season 3 should be epic. And yeah, a lot more games to play. It's a wonderful problem to have. So, tell you what, we'll see you next time out on the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we will get together. We'll talk about coffee and food and all kinds of random bullshit. And we'll play a roguelike or a roguelite because that's what we do every time. All right, you take care. And we'll see you next time. We'll see you sometime soon. How about that? Take care.